Yo guys, this is your artist Tolg and today I will redraw some fans' art. You guys voted for this GOKU SSj3 drawing and this was made by Haniku Art from Instagram. It's a great drawing with a nice coloring style and also with black shades. Goku is in rage and is battle damaged, so let's see how I will do today. On the copy paper I was searching for some ideas and I was thinking of drawing Goku in a similar pose, but he will scream very intense and I also want to add big lightning around him. Today I will guide you through the whole video again, so this will be a light tutorial. So make sure to watch the whole video, like and subscribe, and for commissions, message me on Instagram. So we are using the paper in landscape mode and first we will add guidelines. Halving the paper and then adding a 3 cm guideline on top for the face. And before drawing detailed, today we will shape the entire figure first so we get a better idea of the drawing. For me, this really helps. So as we know how the drawing should look like in the end, we can already shape the entire figure, like the head size and shape, the hair, the body, and the slightly lifted arms and fists. Drawing detailed later on will be much easier this way.
Pick up the phone.
Then we can use a light blue color pencil to draw the lightning around Goku. We are doing this very lightly, so we don't have to draw them afterwards above the pencil lines and then erasing the pencil lines and so on. That would be unnecessary. We will do things as simple as possible.
Pick up the phone.
We are also adding rocks around Goku because floating rocks around raging characters always looks badass. And this is how Goku will look like. And now we can draw more detailed. We will start with the one hair strand in front of the face, and as always the Saiyan hair is very spiky. Then I'm placing the guideline for the eyes a little lower and then we can start with the eyes. Drawing the forehead with no eyebrows and the eyes will be wide open because of the rage and scream. We are placing the eyes on the horizontal line and the iris with pupils in the center of the eyes. Then we will shape the wide open mouth and drawing the nose above the mouth. When we got that right, we can add the teeth and tongue in the mouth and wrinkles around it. Afterwards we can start shaping the face and draw the ears and make sure that the ears are the same size and on the same level. Now adding some veins on the forehead and then we can move on to the hair. So as we got the rough shape of the hair already, now we will draw each hair strand more accurately and adding hairlines to them. What's very important for a dynamic looking hair is to draw each hair strand in a quite different direction and size. Otherwise the hair would look way too stiff. So now we will move on to the upper body And here we will first just improve the shape of it and then drawing it more detailed. We are basically doing this for the entire sketch. So lots of torn parts, same as for the shirt underneath. Now drawing the belt, which is wrapped around the waist, and then the small part of the pants which we can see. Perfect, now we can draw the arms. So as I said, the arms and fists are raised on waist level and we will draw the muscles on the arms very detailed. Here I'm improving the shape also and only then I draw detailed. I'm also adding veins to the big and round biceps and on the forearms. We will draw the wristbands on Goku's arm and the fist we will also start to draw very roughly, shaping each bended finger and the thumb, and then we can draw it detailed with very visible knuckles. Also drawing the long Super Saiyan hair which we can see behind the arms, and for the other arm we will do the exact same thing. I also like to use a ruler to check if the upper arm and lower arm are on the same level, and this also helps with drawing both arms perfectly equal. This way we will also make sure that the fists are raised equally. Other than that, same process on the other side. Alright guys, the sketch looks very good, I really like it, and before inking I want to outline the lightning with a light blue marker, as the pencil lines are so light we can barely see the lightning, so this will help to not over ink them. If you are a real beginner that can happen, so this will prevent that. Using the tip of the marker very accurately to outline the lightning, and we will make sure that the lightning will look like real electricity. And when we are done with that, we will take a final close look at our sketch, making the last adjustments and improvements, and then we can get to the inking. Therefore, I like to use these pens from GOKU, starting with the outer parts, and therefore the 0.1mm size is perfect. As we drew the sketch that accurate and clean, now we can trace those lines without thinking of any adjustments or improvements, which is great. And for more accurate and more detailed lines, like the face features, veins and scratches, I like to use an even thinner pen, which allows me to ink way more accurate. Other than that, same process. So now use a rubber of your choice and erase all those pencil lines very slow and controlled so you won't crumble the paper. Otherwise you have to start anew. And when we are done with that, we will give the line art the details, thick lines and black shades, just like on a fan's art. Therefore, I like to use the face features, wrinkles, veins, hairlines and muscle definition to add them. I also will add scratches to the skin of Goku and we will make these lines very dynamic and detailed. So let's continue just like that. Inking like this really takes a lot of time, but also lots of patience and concentration. It's not easy, but the final result really looks great, but I can understand if this kind of inking style is a bit too much for some people, because it's really heavy and dark. That's why I'm also inking some of my drawings the normal way for people who prefer the regular inking style. Let me know in the comments if you like the regular inking or this detailed inking style more. Alright guys, finishing the inking and Goku looks great. So detailed and dynamic, and now to the coloring. As you know, I'm using markers from different brands and series. I'm using markers from Ohuhu, Atex and Copic, but for the last few months I really use Copics very rarely. I will also tell you the color numbers I use, but keep in mind that you don't have to use the same colors as me, especially not for smaller parts like the tongue and eyes. But for the skin I'm using 316 from Atex, BR3 from Ohuhu Brush, and 307 and 378 also from Atex, and I'm also using these tones in that order. We are also leaving white parts on the outer parts of the skin to add another brighter layer to it, which makes it 5 different skin tones. That creates a very detailed and colorful shading for the skin with lots of definition, which also makes the coloring look very professional. As always, to add the shades, we will use the wrinkles, face features and veins. Also, the closer we get to the black lines, the darker the shades get. Keep that in mind. And for the scratches, we will add blood to them with a red colored pencil. Is it just me, or do Saiyans look much better if they are battle damaged? For the arms, we will continue the same way. Same order of color tones and also same process, leaving white parts on the outer part of the skin and adding the shades on the inner part of the muscles and also along the veins and definition. And if this video is a bit too fast for you to follow, don't worry, I will upload the full uncut version of this drawing on my real-time channel soon. Even if this video is 25 minutes long, I'm sure that the real-time version will help you as well, so subscribe to my real-time channel too. Alright, the skin looks amazing and comes great with the black shades. And now to the Super Saiyan 3 hair. Using Y030, Y6 and YR33, all from Ohuhu brush, and 103 from ATEX for the dark shades. Also using each tone in that order from bright to dark and leaving white parts on the outer part of each hair strand to create a shiny and glowing effect for the hair. We are using the hairlines to add the shades, and here as well, the closer you get to the black lines, the darker the shades get. The hair is a large area to color, so take your time and do the best you can. Alright guys, the hair looks really good, and now we will draw the clothes, starting with the battle suit. I will give it the golden colors instead of orange, just like in the first appearance of Goku Super Saiyan 3 versus Fat Boo. Starting with Y140 from Ohuhu brush and coloring the outer parts. For the heavy, dark golden shades, we will use E557 from Ohuhu Classic, and we will add these big shades on the middle part of Goku and along the wrinkles of the suit. Very similar as for the other shades. Now using WG200 from Ohuhu Classic to give them wrinkles, some more deepness and definition. And then we will use YR33 from Ohuhu brush for some blending. And this is the process for the entire suit. For the blue shirt, we will use MGO11 from Ohuhu Classic for the brighter outer parts, and then B575 also from Ohuhu Classic for the main tone. For the deeper shades, we will use B953 also from Ohuhu Classic, and we will use these tones very evenly, and same as for the suit, the shades will appear in the center of Goku. We will also use the same colors in the same order for the belt and the wristbands. Perfect guys, Goku is done, and now we will color the rocks. EO90 from Ohuhu brush for the brighter parts and 96 from ATEX for the shades. We are adding the shades along the cracks on the rocks, and then 98 also from ATEX for some more definition. We will also blend these colors to create a nice natural effect. Then we will draw the aura around Goku. Therefore I'm using 3 different yellow tones, very similar to the tones we use for the hair, and I'm using the tip of the markers like a brush to create a nice wavy effect for the aura. We will make sure that the aura comes out of Goku, and therefore we will draw the aura in this direction. Looks good, and now same process for the other side. Perfect. And now to finalize the drawing, I'm adding the last details to it, and then we'll improve the lightning. Alright guys, that's it. And this is how you draw Goku Super Saiyan 3 in Rage mode. I think this one turned out amazing. Very detailed, lots of expressions, nice colors, and I hope this 25-minute tutorial was helpful for you. I think I said everything there is to say about the drawing process, so if you have any more questions, let me know that down below. And if you like this drawing, make sure to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. You can also support me on Patreon. If you appreciate my work, that would be amazing. Also subscribe to my real-time channel for full-time videos, and check out my online shop for original drawings and prints. For commissions, message me on Instagram, and if your custom drawing fits to my channel, I will make a video out of it and mention your name in a video as well. All the links down below in the info box, including the links to the materials I'm using. That's it guys, thank you all for watching, and I see you on the next